everyone, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. This is Melanie and I'm going to bring you a tour of my apartment before and after decorating for Christmas as a lead up to my December daily documentation. So it is the day after Thanksgiving and I like to get my decorations up at that point in time because if I don't do it then it's not going to happen. So anyways, I'm just going to give you an overall tour and then I will show you an after. So I usually decorate this IKEA Kallax shelf with a bunch of stuff. As you can see, I've got a couple items up here already, and if those videos have not come up yet, they will be up shortly. How-tos that I just completed. So I've got some pictures on the wall, my table, a little bit of in a disarray. And then if we go into my living room, yes, I still have a fan out. That will probably disappear. Okay, so basically I just decorate these two rooms for now, at least. And yeah, so now I will go and pull everything out and we will get started. So this piece I made a couple years ago using my Cameo. It's actually the first project I made using my Cameo, and what I did was I used some contact paper and trimmed out all the words to act as a stencil, and then the snowflakes are cut out of glitter vinyl as well as some shiny vinyl. And that just goes right over top of that. Okay, so I've pulled everything out of my storage room, my storage closet, I guess it's out in the balcony. So I've got these bins, I've got a few things up here, my Christmas tree, some more bins, and I need to do some ironing. So that's what's next, ironing. So these are two pillowcases I made last year to coordinate with my tree skirt. And I designed them to fit over the two pillows I have in my living room already. So they're just like a slip cover. And it's just a matter of popping them in and that will be done. Okay, time for a little confession. If you haven't already figured it out, is I'm a little bit lazy. So the least I have to take down, the better. So I have what I made a couple years ago. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. It is a banner. Pretty large banner, I guess. There's the tail ends that I use to cover up most of this picture. I don't cover up everything, but just the main picture itself, and I leave the frames poking out. And all I did was I mounted some Velcro on the two corners, and I put some Velcro strips behind each one of these. So it's a little bit tricky to put on, but it works, and I don't have to take this photo down or this picture down and put it back up afterwards. And that's what it looks like. I made out of this similar fabric, I made a table runner, and that goes down here. And you'll notice I'm all over the place when I decorate. I don't have a set order that I like to do things. Okay. But these do need to go down first before I can add anything else. The next thing I'm going to do is add a wreath over top of here in the center, and that's always a little bit tricky. So I'm going to pull that out of the bag, test the lights, make sure it works, string it up, and then I'll be back to show you how that looks. Change of plans. I can't find my extension cord for the wreath, so we're going to test the lights on the tree first and see if they work. And I may have to go and buy an extension cord if I can't find one. Serves me right for not putting it in the box with everything else. Okay, wish me luck with the lights. I'll check in with you shortly. First tier success. Oh look, I left an ornament on last year. Oh well, looks like second tier is all lit up. So far so good. So it looks like I lucked out with the tree lights this year. Lit all the way to the top. The power bar I use to light this with the star is with those power cords wherever they are, extension cords. I haven't found them yet. So the tree needs some fluffing, but it's a good start. I'm going to add the tree skirt underneath. I made this tree skirt last year. I'll lay that out here so you can see what it looks like. It coordinates with the pillows that I showed you earlier. Okay, so a quick run to the store, and I now have an extension cord which I string behind the picture, and the wreath connects up underneath the string. These two pieces of ribbon are attached to the back of the frame using some upside down hooks, and that is the wreath. Now I have a garland that coordinates with this that I usually run along the edge, so I think that's what we'll do next. So the garland, I doubled it up. Might as well. It's too long for just this length, but I like the look of it doubled. This is going to be a problem. This is kind of my office slash workstation stuff, and it looks terrible. So I'm going to have to come up with a solution for that. It's something new I put in this year, and I'm not liking it. So I don't have a solution right now, but I will think about it. So now I think I'm going to pull out some more stuff, and maybe we'll finish decorating this, I guess, scape, for lack of a better word. Okay? So I made these styrofoam balls, I think, last year, with a bunch of buttons and brads and stuff in my stash just as a way to use them up. And I use these decorative pins. So I've got a large, and then this off-white one is a little more dimensional. I don't know if you could see that. I strung pearls and beads and stuff. And then I just have them resting on these, what do you call them, candle holders. And I got those at Michael's. I think they were like $1 a piece or something like that. And then I've got a green one. So that's those three. And then over here I have two of my little trees. Again, I made these the same time. I have a pink one, pink and red one, and it's mostly buttons, some glitter paper, all circles. These are actually made out of paper mache, and so I couldn't really use pins for these. And then at the base, I just covered it with a pink ribbon. So that's what you see there. And then the green one, this was made using Tim Holtz's mosaic tile kit. And I used paper as well as these more dimensional pieces you see here are like some acrylic tiles I had in my base for a very, very long time. And then I used this brown velvet ribbon for the trunk. And I think what I've opted to do over here for now is I have these two tea towels. I got rid of the big basket. This here is a card holder. I don't get a ton of cards anymore, although I did join a card swap this year, so maybe I'll get a few more. As I get them, I pop them in, and then that just covers that up. I'll have to come up with something a little more nicer, maybe cover the whole tray, not the tray, the whole cart. I don't know, we'll see. So that's where that stands so far. Let's see what else we can unearth. Okay, I'm going to call this one done for now. I added the blocks that I made. The video should be up soon if it's not already up. If it is, I'll link the video. These words, I don't know where I got them from, the letters, and I just covered them with the paper that I've been doing all my decorations with, and I used some felt snowflakes. Those are all old Stampin' Up! Products. Added a few more blocks there. I still don't think I'm done with that, but I'll come back to it shortly here. Maybe. For now, I added my little reindeer wonderland onto my bookshelf, and I added the word snow up there. I'm not entirely satisfied with this yet, but that's what is at this moment. I added the Noel blocks here underneath the TV. They're low profile, and previously I never had anything over here. I currently have the Joy blocks over here, but I think maybe I might move. No, I might change some of these around and maybe move the Joy over by the TV and the Noel over by the card thing. I'm not sure. We'll see. And this is what the mantle looks like. So these were the trees that started it all. They're probably coming on to 9 years, I think, that I did these ago. So again, same cardstock that I've been using for all my decorations. These are foam. This one here is just wrapped in paper. A 12 by 12 didn't fit quite all the way around, so I added some brown at the bottom to give it a hint of a trunk, and I really like that. And then I just took these chipboard stars and attached them with brads. This is a take on the ribbon tree, only I used paper strips, and it's held up pretty well. Every year I have to fluff it out a little bit, but not too bad. These stars, they do light up. I just need to get some batteries. Those I think were a Target find last year. And then this is my third tree to complete the trio here. And then this is a shadow box filled with bulbs, and then it has the words, I'm not sure if you can see that, Jingle All the Way on it. That was a vinyl cutout from Stampin' Up! Back in the day. Okay, so I think all that's left is the tree. Okay, my tree's looking a little better. It's all nice and fluffed. So now it's a matter of decorating. So I'm going to show you what kind of decorations I have, and then I'll show you the tree once it's all done up. So for garland, I use these silver beads, and I have, what is it, like 6 strands. Leave those throughout the tree. As far as purchased ornaments, I have 8 of these red. I have 8 of these green, and 8 of these turquoise colored. And I do like to put a little bit of these in there just for the shine. Then I also have these glass angels. And these I actually got from when I worked for a gas company, and they sold these in the, or not sold them, did they sell them? Or they were giving them away at the gas station. It was one of those things when you pumped, you know, a full tank of gas, you could get these for a discounted price or whatever. Anyways, one of them has broken, but they are, I have 2 of these that are more clear glass, and then I have the 3 with the gold. And I'm not really big on like iconic images for Christmas as far as like angels and Santa Claus and stuff like that goes, but I love snowflakes and snowmen, etc. And other than that, I love just shiny. This is one that I picked up. Did I pick this up? No, this was given to me, I think, at a Christmas exchange. It's just this little angel. I have these ones here that I made. I don't know if I changed the lighting here. Oh, there we go. So they're stamped and then layered together. I have a couple of those. This I picked up. This is not one I made. I picked this up at like a craft sale. And these I also made with just a scallop circle punch and some beads. These were from a Stampin' Up! Kit, those little globes. And then I have a couple of these ones that I think were given to me as a gift. Okay. The rest, I think, are all paper. And most of these are probably 10 years old now. So I expect at some point some of these will start to fall apart and I'll have to replace them. But for now, I think they'll still work. So I have a bunch of stars, and these were a kit again from Stampin' Up! All I did with them is I punched an eyelet in so that I could run a tree hanger, aka a paper clip, through them. Some of them I added, oh, it doesn't look like any of these. I thought I had added glitter on some of them, but it doesn't look like it. I have more of those balls, those little ornament balls in here. And then my fancier ones are in this box. So these I actually just made this year. This was a kit from Kaiser Craft. The snowflakes were from Stampin' Up! Again from a long time ago. So you kind of get the theme that I've got going on here. Red, turquoise, and green. Again, these were all from a Stampin' Up! These were chipboard, and then I just added snowflake and a flare button. The back side I usually just covered in cardstock. I didn't go to town because you really only see one side of these because they are flat. So I've got larger ones, and then I also, oh, this one here is a shaker, but I think all the stuff's fallen out. That was kind of a failure, but that's okay. This one here has a shaker element. Again, not so much that these are going to shake on the tree, but just to give it a little bit of sparkle. And again, all of these were a Stampin' Up! Chipboard set. They came as plain chipboard, and then you had to decorate them. Oh, these were die cut with, I think I showed you one earlier. I don't know if you can see this. Just out of plastic packaging, and I just use a Biggs die to do that. Some of them have strings and others have the paper clips. Oh, this one's super sparkly. So when I hang these on the tray, I usually start with the largest. There we go. This is with chunky glitter. I usually start with the largest and then go smaller just so that I can fit everything in. I think this one's missing a pearl, so we'll go fix that one. That's a plain one. So yeah, they are paper products, so you know they're not gonna be heirlooms, right? But that's okay. I love the look of them. These ones here are actually wood, and they came as a set of 3 and hung together. And all I did was added glitter and then some glossy accents on top. These guys, again, it was supposed to be a garland, but I turned them into ornaments, and I just stamped the little penguins. I think this was a Mama Elephant set, maybe. And some beads just to add some sparkle. Some of them are a little plainer than others. This was, I think, a Stampin' Up! Set. Here's more of those little penguins. They're so cute. This one I used duct tape. No, not duct tape, like packing tape, and then I filled it with little seed beads. More of those snowflakes. This one's got some hanging bits. You can see I got lazy and left the hangers on a lot of these. Superstar. Another one of those ones with the packing tape. And glass seed beads. A couple more of those snowflakes. And we're heading down to the end. So that is it. Okay, let's get these on the tree. Okay, so I think everything is done. So here's my bookshelf. The wreath. With the wreath. And then over here, I've left the tea towels on here for now. I have this cute little gnome that my sister made me. So I think that just kind of embellishes it. And then my Christmas package from last year I didn't get until September of this year. Long story. Anyways, so my nephews and nieces had made me a few items and that was one of them. So I thought I'd put that out this year. And I'll show you the other bookshelf now. I also decorate my dining room table. I put out these placemats and then I fill this this vase with glass beads, and then I have some poinsettias that I put in there. I'm not overly thrilled with this, but it works for now until I come up with something better. So this is the other bookshelf. There's my Winter Wonderland scene. These snowflakes here were in that package I was telling you about that my nephews and nieces decorated, and I think that just finishes off the bookshelf. I'm quite happy with how that's looking. And now let's move over to the tree. It's all decorated. Sorry for the lighting. And then there's the mantle. And then the last couple pieces. Oh, I still have to put that away. I think we're okay. So with the Noel there, I didn't change that. And I've got the Joy there. Oh, and I should show you the couch. It's probably the last time it'll ever look like this. I actually do use these pillows, so. Anyways, that wraps up my Christmas decorating for this year. I hope you enjoyed, and now let's go and scrapbook.